A big hello to everyone watching and welcome to OMSI 2. More specifically, welcome to Cotterell, which is based upon Bath, and we're over here at a Bath uni. And first have decided to take a leaf out of Brighton Hove's book, decided to misallocate a Bendy from York parking ride, so it's a bit lost, out onto the U18, the university routes, which in real life would have had B7 fusions before they decided to get turned into bean cans. Which is a fate for a lot of Bendy, sadly, in this country. And nothing says it more than the fact that, this isn't even like a real life thing. No operator has any of these B8 fusions. Pull over here for the uni stop.
Welcome aboard the service to Cotterell bus station. At the following stops, Convocation and
Oh, well, the announcement got short. I was hoping to let it play all the way. Hopefully you don't get too many people asking for tickets. So you want an adult day. Where is the adult? No, that's not. You're not a student. There you go. There's adult day. It's also 4.19, so I do have to give out 1 pence change. That is extremely annoying. But such is the way of life. Also, just a small heads up, although up here it says 4.20. I'm very confused by this game sometimes. This will be one of those shorter streams. Unfortunately, I will just be taking the bus down to the bus station. Some of my passengers are having a seizure. And back up to the university. Oh, the day ticket is really popular. No one actually wants to buy the student day tickets. They haven't discovered that it's £1.20 cheaper. Everyone's still getting the adult day saver. Which is the complete opposite of most uni students, you know, because they're completely broke, so they'll find any ways to skimp out and get the cheapest fare possible. Destination list. If I set it on 3, it should put it on, no, number 2 to Cotterell bus station. Hold on, I'm just figuring out how to set my destination up correctly. Des number 2, there we go. Bad destination. Huh. That seems like a bit of a problem, to be honest. It's fine, everyone's still boarding, I think. Or I think they're actually wanting to leave. This isn't going well. It's fine. Load up another, what, 20, 30 people? This is what Bendies are good at. Stuffing a bunch of people into a tin can. Which makes me really sad as Brighton and Hove have removed their Bendies off the 25. Soon enough, it will... Oh, actually, I say soon enough. It is only these... Well, not these specifically because they're Mercedes in real life, but the Yorkshire parking rides service and in Aberdeen as well are the only places in the UK we can get a Bendy on a public route, public service that isn't like an airport shuttle. But then even the airport shuttles are losing their Bendy services. Oh, it's just a disaster. Also, yes, we've been sat here for a very long time. So long, in fact, I might be actually late. Let me take a look. Here's your day tickets. We'll take a look at the timetable. No, we're supposed to leave, well, now. So if everyone could hurry up, that would be ideal, please. I have a massive line still to go through. And if you're still here watching this replay, I advise you skip forward by maybe five minutes, I'd say. Actually, in saying that, the end of the line is here, and we have a group of triplets coming on. Intriguing. All designed to wear the exact same outfits. They thought, sod it, we're identical twins, we might... Well, sorry, I say twins. Triplets, identical triplets, might as well go with the full hog. And wear the same stuff as well. And, oh, announcement. Nice. Hello, Nathan. Good enough. I'm just doing a typical go-ahead driver. I'm not actually, you know, gonna alight anyone. I'm just gonna leave this number to climb up into the high hundreds.
The next stop is Cotterell Road.
Never going to be able to leave, am I? Minute late, so going to have to make that up. No one wants off. I mean, of course they don't. This might as well be an X18. Most people are going to be guessing off at the bus station or the railway station they stopped before. Oh. Is that another set of triplets getting on? And a pair of twins. Wow. I hit the jackpot here. And I think we've reached capacity at 84, which is a bit pathetic for a bendy, but here we are. Now it's an X18. Yeah, that's true. Now we're going express unless someone wants off, in which case, well, you know, they can always just walk back.
The next stop is Cotterell. The next stop is Small Cone Primary.
Actually, I want to see, am I actually at capacity? Are you going to get on? No, you're not. I am actually at capacity. Okay. This is pathetic space maximization. I mean, look at the bendy part in the middle. How many people you can cram in there? No one wants to stand there.
The next stop is Bendy Gardens.
Hello, Valentino. It is to the uni and back. Actually, well, no, I mean bus station and back. Actually, you know, I'll go back up to the uni as well. Oh wait, someone wanted off. Whoops. Sorry. There you go. Are they gonna get? They are gonna get off. Oh, and by someone, that's actually quite a lot of people that wanted off.
The next stop is North Parade.
Nice bus, yes. The Vale and pack is a really, really nice pack to drive. Especially the B7s and these B8s. It's just a shame there aren't really any of these in real life. I mean, I'm not even sure if Wright Bus actually even offer this anymore, if they ever did in the first place. But yeah, no, these are really nice to drive. And one of the few UK Bendies. That and the Mercedes Citaro G. Which actually I might drive next. I might drive that in London. Be fun to rip around the narrow streets. I am currently on time and the light has changed. There you go. Let them if they want to leave from the front door. And in typical UK regional style, there isn't 3 doors on a Bendy. You'd think it'd be ideal to, you know, allow people to get on and off really quickly, but nope, regional style, it's just 2 doors on a Bendy. That's efficiency. Bus, yes! Good bus. Bendy bus, even. Oh. Zag Hash over here in chat is, you know, has headbutted their keyboards. Nice, nice.
The next stop is Cotterell Railway Station.
And now we're driving through what is supposed to be modelled upon Bath. Yes. The streets of Bath. You went on a Bendy at Gatwick Airport. Yes, they have, well, I mean, they used to have, actually, Bendy Scanias. However, those, I believe, have been withdrawn, to my knowledge, or they're in the process of being withdrawn. Because last time, or maybe I'm thinking of Heathrow, actually. I can't remember if actually... No, it was Heathrow that had the Scanias that were withdrawn. Gatwick probably has Bendy Mercedes. But yeah, Bendies are fun, especially sitting right in the bending part. as the bus is going around the corner. Oops. It's like I've locked everyone in. Sadly, as I said at the start, there's only 2 routes now you can find Bendies on, like public service routes that aren't airport shuttles. And that's up in Aberdeen on the 2, I want to say, the 1 or 2. I think that's the route number, and also on the Yorkshire Park and Rides. Sorry, York Park and Rides. I got it from a car park to North Terminal with your family. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's a Mercedes Bendy. And those might be in the process of being withdrawn. I'm not certain. I know what else is in the process of being withdrawn are also the B7 Fusions at Luton for the shuttle between the station and the airport. Because that's been replaced by a DART system, Direct Air Rail Transit, I think is what that stands for. And we have no stand time. I think I have to leave immediately. I do. That's unfortunate. Close the door. The rear door has opened itself again. Changed my blinds to the university. It is unfortunate. For some reason, my displays are broken. That's just, I guess, traditional Hanover style. Hello, Tico! When the 436 had bendy stars, I used to try to sit in the bendy parts. Yeah, see, that is like the seats at the front of like a DLR train. That is the spot where you want to be on a bendy, is on the bendy part. And just seeing it as it, you know, the front part just bends around and then the trailer just like follows it around. It's so much fun. My favourite one is when I was in Brighton on the 25X actually now. Because it's been withdrawn, so I forgot about its existence. But like, I had a driver absolutely floor his bendy, and it's just the speed at which he would just take corners. Like, he'd fly around them. He was treating the bendy bus as if it wasn't a bendy, which was impressive. Oh, and now I'm going to have to reverse out this bendy. That is going to be a fun challenge. Okay, load up all the people. We'll be sat here for probably 3 minutes. It'll be quite busy. This is a university bus. I'm also surprised Brighton and Hove don't name their like university routes like U25. Like most of it. Well, I say most other cities. No, I stand corrected because I was going to say it was mostly a first thing, but then they also do that down in Southampton with Blue Star. They have the uni routes as well. Hello, Nickel. That was peak TFL. Yeah, that's true. When TFL actually, you know, gave somewhat of a crap about their service. I mean, to be fair, the Bendies were just an exercise in trying to reduce peak vehicle time requirements. I think the Brighton and Hove Bendies are X453. One of my local routes. Yes, they are. Sadly, they're all now withdrawn and actually going to be sent off to a scrapyard. Because even though first Aberdeen bought them for parts for their Bendy Citaros, they've decided actually, turns out they don't need them anymore, so they're all going to be withdrawn. It's a bit confusing, but hey ho, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Also, when I was little, you went in the pram stand. Oh, okay, message has been deleted. How long will it take to get back to the uni? Not long at all, it takes like 15 minutes. And if we're doing an X18, I could do it in about 4. Depends all about the lights. Yes, Bendy's becoming soup cans. Stagecoach just call their routes uni or uni-circular where I am. To be fair, I do have a gripe with how Stagecoach name their routes. When you think about stuff, especially in Kent, where you have like the loop, and then you have like the triangle. And it's like, that's just not... That just doesn't make any sense. What, is the route like literally a triangle? Oh, let the announcement play.
Following stops: Cotterell Railway Station, North Parade, St Mary's Church, Bendy Gardens, Signal
There we go. Ugh, still going. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, like, Stagecoach and their route naming conventions are just weird. Because, like, you know, you have the triangle, you have the loop, and I think there's oh yeah, also the wave. I think is another thing. Like, I understand if you want to brand routes a certain thing, like for example, the 700 is branded the coastliner. That's fine by me because it's like a route number and it has a distinct branding. That's clever. When you just call something the triangle, I'm like, what? If someone tells me get the triangle to my house, I'm like, what on earth are you smoking? What? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Here next to the local routes are named after letters. Oh, that is another gripe as well. Because Cambridge does that. You have what? Fastway like A, B, and C. I mean, actually, I say that. Then also Arriva do that with their Luton operations. It's a bit confusing, to be fair. Also, apparently I have 102 people on board. I probably should have reset that now that I think about it, but it's okay. 102 people is just nothing. Bendy swallowed that up every single day. And then we'll get to hear this Bendy climb up the steep hills of Cotterell. OMSI AI being OMSI AI. The IKEA Bendy. Oh no, stop it. I still have to actually recreate that in OMSI as a livery. In Horsham, there's a company called Sussex Coaches that have a Citaro. Hey, that's nice. Sorry, but when I went in my buggy pram from Victoria to Hyde Park, I was little on a Citaro. That probably was actually a Bendy.
The next stop is City Buildings. The next stop is Smallcombe Primary.
Oh, you saw a video of a Bendy on the 38 that attempted to do a U-turn but got stuck. I actually know exactly what video you're talking about because I have seen the exact same thing, and that is... Honestly, that was one of the reasons why TfL started like looking to withdraw them, was the fact that they were so inflexible and drivers kept just getting them like, well, what's the phrase? Jackknifed, basically. It was like, they've basically done like an over 90-degree turn to the point where like the trailer is just... It's just like facing in on itself. Is this the only stream today? Yes, it is. I only stream once a day, Monday to Friday. Oh yeah, and the fact they also tried... I mean, I don't really know what they was expecting to do. It was like a group of what? I think 4 or 5 people trying to push an entire Bendy backwards with the trailer and everything. Like, there was no hope in hell of them actually being able to push that. It can be really confusing as well because some of the few numbered routes have prefixes as well. So you have like the 1A alongside the A. Where is that specific Bendy now? The one that got stuck? MA112. I think if you're thinking on the 38, it would have been an Arriva one. And that specific one, I don't think it still exists anymore. Please don't go backwards. That's the opposite direction of where we want to go. The Brighton Bendies are already gone, sadly. They don't exist anymore. Exactly, like the 1A alongside the A, and then maybe throw in the 1C for good measure. So it's like, if someone tells you get on the C, and then you see a 1C coming towards you, you're like, did he mean the 1C? What? Or just get on one singular C for like 5 stops down the roads. It's almost as confusing as like when National Express had the Greater Anglia rail franchise, and they decided to name their operations 1. So on platforms, you ended up getting announcements for like, you know, the next train to depart from platform 7 will be the 07:31 service, and like you would never know if it's like, is it the 30 past? Is it the 31 past? Where was the 38? The 38 is, well, it's now London's most frequent bus route because, well, at TfL moment, it's not London's busiest, but it runs from Victoria to Hackney Central, Hackney Central short, and it goes to Clapton Pond. Can't actually remember which way round it is. Where the shorts terminate? It runs at a frequency of every 3 to 4 minutes, I think. Again, completely not necessary because you end up seeing lines of literally about 7 of them, all completely empty. When was MA112 turned into a big bean can? It was turned into a big bean can probably... I genuinely don't think they had much of a life outside of London, so probably, I'd say a year after it was withdrawn from London service. Like before Stagecoach changed some of the routes, you had the 1A, the 1C, the A, and the C. Yeah, see, well, then Stagecoach went, I know how to solve this problem. Instead of renaming their routes, which would make sense, they were like, you know what, how about we just withdraw them? Which is what they decided to do in Cambridge. Because apparently that's how you create a more sustainable network. Question mark, question mark, question mark, and then step 4, profits. Boris buses, yes. That is what the 38 operates now, sadly. Oh.
Welcome on board this service to Cotterell bus station.
No.
The following stops: Complication Avenue, Huntingdon Road, Oakley, Battlefield Shop.
Why has it just announced that we're going back to the bus station? No. I'm still heading towards the university. I haven't changed my blinds.
North Parade, Cotterell railway station, and Cotterell bus station, where this service terminates. The next stop is Complication Avenue.
I remember one they had some goofy livery. To be fair, again, I always harp on about it, but like their Stagecoach 2020 livery is absolutely goofy as hell. Their intercity one, the gold, like, you know, for in intercity travel, interconnect travel. It's just I hate it.
Where this service terminates.
Their local service stuff, it isn't too bad. Oh, please don't die up this hill. There are some revs. Imagine if a bus service runs every minute. Yes, now imagine if the Victoria line was a bus service and you had a bus every single 90 seconds. Literally, it would just be like, oh no, I missed the bus. Oh, hold on. Here's the next one. Now I'm gonna do a run on the X18 down to the bus station. I'm gonna go express. I mean, to be fair, you could probably say that there are quite a lot of bus corridors where services run like every minute to where you want to go, because the density of services going to places is that great. Is there only 400 behind me? I'm gonna have to. Oh, there is. Oh. Bus station, but we're all going to the bus station fast. There we go. Non-stop express service. Next stop, I think it's some church. You probably know the name of it. I've forgotten. So far, everyone is just using their passes. Thank the Lord, I don't have to deal with tickets and ticket selling. Although in saying that, I've probably jinxed myself. No? Oh, I have jinxed myself. But also, we now have 125 people on this bus apparently. I'm going to try to get the most amount of people possible. Can you get more than 3 buses on the same route at the bus stop at the exact same time? Depends on where you are. I will say, in Brighton I have seen, and this was quite recently, I have seen 5 buses on the exact same route, all one behind each other, and this wasn't at the terminus. This wasn't like on a stand, this was in service. Because of some temporary roadworks that completely shot up the service, and, you know, it's a frequent service. So that was fun. It was funny because I was just sitting there waiting, and I noticed 3 of the same buses just coming along. I was like, that's interesting. And then a couple of seconds later, you see 2 more pull up as well. You're like, haha, okay, maybe that it shouldn't be that frequent, right? But yeah, it definitely depends on where you are in the country. Some stops can accommodate more than 3 buses at the same time. At a stop, others can't. I'd definitely say some of the stops in London that used to have Bendies probably could accommodate 3 buses. What about London? Oh, London's a whole different... Actually, in saying that, over the weekend I was in central London and I did see... Well, there was temporary roadworks in central London. It was by, I think, I want to say Fenchurch Street or Bank area. And temporary traffic lights reduced the road down to 1 lane. Sadly, positioned in such a way that buses on the oncoming direction end up blocking the roads. So what ended up happening was massive sea of buses, and there was like, I'd say probably 3, 4, 133s, all just sat waiting at these temporary traffic lights. I was on a school trip, I saw 521s in a row. I'm local to the 109s, seeing buses bunched up so normal. Yeah, I mean... It's definitely not just like a 1 or 2 areas type of thing. You can see it like pretty much everywhere in London. Anywhere that has like really, really high density of service. I mean, also, I say high density, you can also see it on, like, low frequency routes, which is, you know, it's less fun when that happens. Like, a perfect example of that I have is on, the 405 when I was waiting for it at Croydon to go down to Red Hill. I check, LVF, and what do I see? I see the entire route's PVR of 4 buses all heading towards Red Hill. And not only just heading towards Red Hill, they're all in the Purley area. So, you know, when things like that happen, when bunching like that happens on low frequency routes, not fun. I wonder what corridor has the most buses. I think it is something like, I'd probably want to say like London Bridge, I'd say. Actually, that is a good question. Oh, you know what? It's going to be the Ilford Road corridor between Stratford and Ilford. Because you have the 25, 425 now, the 86. That is going to be the most frequent service. What happens if you copy the timetable too many times on a bus route and City Bus Manager? Well, then what ends up happening is you end up sending out about a couple of hundred of buses at the same time to do the exact same routes with the exact same timetable. Basically, it ain't a good idea. Oh, there's another uni route. I mean, that one does... Oh, my light is still red. Whoopsie. That one does still have only 4... I'm pretty certain it has a couple more routes as well. That probably take like more meandering like directions and don't follow the exact same corridor. However, all the routes are super high frequency. Like the 425, what, every 8 minutes? 10 minutes? The 86 is every 8 minutes. And then you have the 25, which is like every 5. And I, just in general, I also think like stuff like maybe like Bowchurch to Stratford, pretty much any corridor in like the Stratford area that leads up to Stratford is probably going to be there where you find the corridor with the most amount of buses. Just simply because of the density of the amount of passengers that use routes in that area. Say Walworth Road up to Elephant and Castle. I'd say you'd probably be right. Although no, again, I still think it would be actually it'd probably be like Old Kent Road actually, up to maybe like London Bridge. I'd say. Which bus routes in London do you think has the most turn-in points? I'd argue pretty much anything that goes into the city. Because you're going to have at least 200 different turn-in points just in case there's a slight disturbance, a slight, like someone protests, a small little protest anywhere in London. But for a specific route... I'd probably say actually maybe the N199. Just simply because of the length of it. But yes, we have arrived back into the city. Shortly going to be coming up to the bus station. This will be where I leave this stream. It was a bit of a short one, I know. I have to head off and do other things. However, I thank you for getting this far. If you haven't liked the video, be sure to like it already. If you're not subscribed, you can always subscribe for more. Make sure you turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever I go live. Because I stream nearly every single day. I stream OMSI at least once a week, sometimes 2 times a week, if I'm feeling generous. I also stream City Bus Manager, City Skylines, Transport Fever 2, and a host of other games. So, if that sounds like a cup of tea, do be sure to subscribe. But, with that being said, and with me pulling up to the terminus, switching my engine off, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day.